did you see some pilgrimage? Did they take you on some tours to pilgrimage?
We did some forest walks.
Up in the hill, Montevecchio?
No, little more local. And then Krishna Kanta took me to Pellegrino. You know the water, Pellegrino?
There's a drink called Pellegrino.
Yeah, it's like sparkling Italian water, famous. You see it in every restaurant. Yeah. We went there and she took me to the spa. You know that one? Do you know? No? It's a beautiful spa where they bottle all the water. And everywhere is spring water coming out of the taps. And they have these pools. Beautiful place. And we went to, my last day we went to a festival conference in the town of Indubala. And that was very nice, really good people and very receptive. Nice. It was a preaching event and yeah, me, Krishna Kanta, Munindra, Ritu Raj came and we had kirtan. And the devotees had a book table.
Yeah, nice.
Mm-hmm. And just did morning, evening programs in the temple.
And Maharaj was not there.
No, he's in Brazil. Yeah.
Montevecchio there, Gurudev was sitting on this bench. And
yeah.
He was going there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's beautiful seeing the Pushpa Samadhi for the first time.
Wow, so beautiful.
And the deities I've seen, they were in Chiang Mai because Avadut Maharaj bought them.
Yeah.
And then he brought them to Chiang Mai, so Krishna Kanta and Munindra had to come get them. That time I got to see them. But that was before installation. They're just so beautiful.
So beautiful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and of course the prasadam, out of this world. I think I put on a couple kgs since coming in 3 weeks, maybe 2-3 kgs,
Really?
maybe. Are we good now?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Jai Saparigashi Shri Guru Gauranga Radha Govinda Sin Radha Giridhari Ju Ki Jai.
Yeah.
Jai, all the assembled devotees Ki Jai, all the world devotees Ki Jai, Santosh Krishna Prabhu Ki Jai, Nantakoti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai, Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai, Gaur Premanande. So, back in London to catch my flight to Thailand today. It's a beautiful sunny day and so happy to be here and such a source of home comfort here in London Mott.
We're very happy you say that.
It is truth. Every Gurudev temple is a place where we feel at home, where our family is. They're also like embassies of the Chaitanya Saraswat Math. So we feel this is my temple as disciples and followers of Srila Bhakti Srindar Govinda Dev-Goswami Maharaj and Srila Bhakti Raksak Sridhar Dev-Goswami Maharaj. And always so wonderful to get the association of you all, our dear family members who we don't get to see all the time. So wonderful being here together. Maybe some questions today? Anyone have any questions?
There's a question about yesterday, like that the last is the main situation that we are here, main cause that we are here. You had some question?
It must have gotten answered.
What did he say?
She must have gotten an answer to her question. You probably answered it.
Yes.
Yeah, Sachi satisfactorily answered it. And yes.
I was just thinking, how do we keep things fresh in spiritual life so that we can, so it doesn't become dry and tasteless, and doing the same thing over and over like a machine, and there's some constant sort of feeling of inner progress, inner deepening of consciousness or whatever.
Good question. Tarit Krishnapur was asking how to keep it fresh as we make progress on this path, and kind of doing the same program, routine every day. It can be a little bit like, here we go again, it's another day, another arati, same. But I also experience feeling like, I need to, little variety in life. Sometimes go somewhere, change the environment, see some of our family and devotees, like on this trip. It's been so long since I've seen you all. Visit other temples, get the association of family in different parts of the world. A change of environment can really help. And then you can appreciate like some variety and fresh association and meeting new people. Like Shreyash, our friend here, when I met him, when I came here, I feel like I'm meeting like my person. He's mine. We know our people, like you're all my people, and he was someone I'd never met before, and so meeting new friends, getting some fresh association and kind of new enlivenment. That's one way. And if we can't always travel, it's kind of a luxury to be able to just pick up and go somewhere else for a while. I mean, you have that freedom too. We hope you'll visit us one day in Chiang Mai and get some fresh experience, what Krishna consciousness is like in other parts of the world, different devotee association. Can spend time with meet and spend time with some of the other acharyas. Everyone has some unique contribution to make, some unique character and qualities. So meeting devotees and family members around the world is always enlivening and refreshing. That's like the ultimate. If you can do that, then that's wonderful. Like Lavanya goes once in a while, twice already. You've been to California. Isn't it just a way to keep it fresh? Go visit some of the temples in the other parts of the world and spend time with Janardhan Maharaj and hundreds of devotees in California. And they're spread out all over the country. Go to Salt Lake City and can go up to Oregon and down to Malibu, where Avadut Maharaj has a center. I always fly into LA when I go to America and go straight to Malibu. Avadut Maharaj has a small little ashram there with a few devotees in the middle of the canyons, full of coyotes and mountain lions and bobcats and beautiful ocean view and sweet devotees serving there. And then I always visit Soquel, spend time with the devotees, headed by Janardhan Maharaj, who's, he's so senior and has so much. I think you've seen him here many times, but you can go and see him in his ashram in California. it's always the best to just travel a little bit, meet everyone, get some fresh perspective and change of environment, changing it up a bit. That is a huge refreshment. Otherwise, if you're kind of fixed in some responsible service locally, go deeper, dive deeper, and try to find something fresh on a deeper level. Appreciate Mahaprabhu and Giriraj and devotees here, and that if we go deeper, we can always see the Lord present everywhere. That's kind of the best we can do for ourselves, and just really go and see how everyone has their bright side, the bright side in all the devotees, and the beauty of the temples here, and little more sacrifice. I always feel like I can do better, do more, and go a little deeper, and really try to make this an act of love and sacrifice and devotion. Like, maybe I failed yesterday, but today I can try again. And just put into practice on a deeper level humility, tolerance, giving honor. So every day is a new day to try a little bit more, try a little bit harder, more sacrifice, more appreciation, more faith. Then we'll find more freshness, because nothing is stagnant. It may seem in our mind, but it's not. So it's just our perspective. And of course we have the Maha Mantra and the Gayatri Mantra, and really try to chant with quality, not quantity. Srila Maharaj was always quality over quantity, beauty over power, heart over intellect, substance over form, and try to think about that and realize that in daily life. Any other way to keep it fresh, Lavanya? How do you keep it fresh? Pray to Gurudev. Always. Lavanya's been doing this service here. How many decades? Three decades.
A blip in time.
And you're keeping it fresh, you're enlivened, steady. You have a lot of advice to share. Lalita, Devi, Dasi is one of our favorite devotees in the world.
Oh, I'm going to have to leave it. Well, I look to devotees like you and senior devotees who've been practicing longer. That's a good way. Inspiration for me.
I think you're a little senior.
No. And senior is not only by time, but by mood.
Gurudev would say initiation, senior by initiation. Maybe you got initiated.
What happens if someone was to initiation and do nothing?
Yeah, but that's just one factor. Not to rule that one out. It may not be the determining factor who's senior, but if they were initiated before you, then some respect is there.
Yeah, sure. But we know in ourselves that we haven't even started practically. We'll never feel that, well, I never feel I even start. Maybe I'm zoning in the right direction, But actually starting is like, how would that be? I suppose it's not for us to decide. We just, if Guru will accept our service, we'll just do it anyway. Try our best. Like you say, go deeper all the time. Do it with a better consciousness. It's an eternal process. So.
I hope you're satisfied with that answer.
Thank you.
Any questions? I would like to read something from this.
Yeah.
Somebody's been reading from here. I'll go back. I'll read an excerpt. This is the Sermons of the Guardian of Devotion, Volume 2, the informal talks of Srila Bhakti Raksak Sridhar Dev-Goswami Maharaj, our grandfather, Guru. Sachi, you got, who did you receive initiation from?
What?
Are you Gurudev's disciple or Srila
Yes.
Sridhar Maharaj?
Gurudev.
Srila Gurudev. When he visited Europe, you came?
Yes, and then I went to Lalita.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Chapter 1. Invite Vasudeva to the throne of your heart. A devotee is asking, and very similar question here to what you had yesterday, Didi. What should a devotee do when they are continually being attacked by lust, anger, and greed? Was that a similar question yesterday? Srila Guru Maharaj says, one should cry for the help of the sadhu. The sadhus are posted from above. There are many who are progressing from the mundane world to the spiritual world, and special sadhus are given charge to protect those travelers. So the devotee will cry aloud, I am going to be plundered, give me protection. With fervor, he will move all his nerve to the extreme. I must not allow myself to be plundered by you. All my previous tendencies have shaped my fate, and now they have appeared. I am prey to all those nasty plunderers. Please protect me. Kam, Krodh, and Lobha, lust, anger, and greed are jumping at me. There are also so many artificial methods, Srila Sridhar Maharaj says. The practices of sitting postures, asanas, breath control, pranayam, etc. may help us to a slight degree, but only superficially. The deep seed can be eliminated only by taking Mukunda, Lord Krishna, onto the throne of our heart. If one goes on with the artificial means of pranayam and so on, lust and anger may seem to be a little reduced in power for the time being, but this is not a permanent cure. When the practices are slackened, they rise again. The relief from lust, anger, and greed is only temporary. The meditators and renouncers, the yogis and the jnanis, think these practices will quench their inner thirst, and they go on with constant deep meditation, while keeping guard outwardly with some external practices. But the devotees do not have any faith in this method. They consider the whole thing artificial. They only want to invite Vasudeva in all phases of their lives, and in this way they permanently do away with those enemies. So just reading this excerpt. One of my favorite verses from Prapana Jivanamritam that comes from Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, Lord Krishna speaking, that when one sincerely gives themselves to all the practices of devotion, and who is practicing selflessness and feels somewhat penitent about their inability to abandon mundane enjoyment, despite realizing it to be the embodiment of suffering. Like, I can't give it up. It has a stranglehold on me, and I feel bad about that. The mundane world it's got me in a stranglehold, and I can't give it up mentally, and according to my consciousness, it's still trapped, still in the state of being burdened. But Krishna knows this devotee's practicing, carefully, and applying all the principles of devotion and trying to sincerely give themselves, and this little struggle is going on. The Lord sees that and knows. He knows what everyone's going through, and He's present in every heart, so He knows they're trying, but they're still unable to give it up. And He says, in the heart of such a devotee, I rise like the sunrise, and dispel all the darkness of ignorance, and all doubts will be slashed. It's happening gradually, like gradually the knot of mundane ego is severed, all mundane action becomes exhausted as the Lord comes into the heart.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful verse.
Yeah.
Bhidyate hṛdaya-granthiś, chidyante sarva saṁśayāḥ, kṣīyante cāsya karmāṇi, dṛṣṭe khilātmani. So all mundane action and mundane consciousness is just annihilated through this perseverance, through surrender, through service, through giving ourselves. And then we attain the greatest gift of life, Krishna Prem. The Lord reveals Himself, and that also destroys all the evil things that enslave us, and love and devotion begin to blossom in the heart. So that's what happens when you practice Krishna consciousness sincerely. And it's not that it's an ascending method. We think if I do this, I'll get that. No, it's making ourselves as good receivers. Cleaning our hearts and preparing it so the Lord can come and sit. Inviting VASUDEVA, which is Krishna's name, into the heart, into the throne of the heart. So we have to do something from our side, some effort, some surrender, some attempt, some practicing must be there, but that's not the determining factor at all. It's we're trying from our side, and the Lord will see we're trying, and He will help us, and He will reveal Himself. So this is basically what Sharanagati is. As we surrender, the Lord, like positive and negative, the Lord becomes attracted, seeing my part and parcel, my lost servant is trying to come back to me, and He approaches us in a generous way and reveals Himself in the heart.
I read also this morning, Buddha speaks about gravitational field. Like here in the material world, we are working with gravity. We are exposed to gravity. And the gravity of the material world, that is heavy, that brings us down. And the gravity of devotion brings us up. And
then I read also Gurudev says, he's always speaking about that launching pad, that launching pad for the rocket to go into space, and to make that firing bed also, that is the bed of faith, to make that faith very, very strong. Then the rocket can fly, can go.
Yeah, that's true. I remember hearing him talk about that a lot.
And gravity, like what do we choose?
Specific gravity.
Yeah.
And we hear Nityananda Prabhu, he's our foundation. Nityananda Prabhu is the original guru, representation of the guru principle, and he sets the foundation for our spiritual life. So by his grace we get that firm foundation, so we can stand and we can serve. Everything by his grace comes. And if we have a firm foundation, then we can build something on it, and it will stand.
Bhakti Lalita, that faith is actually the main, that is our property, if we can aspire for that property, the main substance, what we have to
aspire for.
Invite, like that strong faith.
Yes, that comes through sadhu sangha. So it's not like there isn't a way to get faith. There is a way. Hearing, shravanam, kirtanam, vishnu smaranam, pada sevanam. Faith will come through hearing from the sadhus. Shravanam, hearing the harikatha from the devotees, from the sadhus. And that hearing awakens attraction. And as that attraction awakens, the attraction to other things, worldly things that are plundering us, as Srila Sridhar Maharaj said, all those plundering elements, they dissolve, they vanish. So we're filling ourselves up with some positive, beautiful talks about Krishna, harikatha, and all the good things come to us and the bad things disappear. So faith is at the foundational level. But it comes by serving and hearing from the sadhus. And we hear in a higher vision that it's the halo of Srimati Radharani. You must have heard Srila Sridhar Maharaj talk about that. The light surrounding her is faith.
Yeah.
And what did he say? Let's go back here. Crying for the help of the sadhus. When we're in trouble, when we feel like we're being attacked by Maya, illusion is coming to derail us, then we can simply call the help of the sadhus, call their names, and pray to them. One should cry for the help of the sadhu. The sadhus are posted from above, and sadhus are given charge to protect travelers like us, who are traveling out of the mundane to the spiritual. And it's not, we think geographic location, but it's all in consciousness. We're traveling in the plane of consciousness. And we need faith, we need sincerity, we need most of all the sadhus who give these things to us.
Would that mean to listen to something or read something? Or
Sadhu Sangha, they say, has two forms. One is passive and one is like active. Passive is reading, hearing. Shravanam also comes from reading, and like hearing. Nowadays we have so much audio, video, media. Sadhu Sangha comes through media also. It's not limited to only reading books, but we can watch the sadhus speak and hear from them, audio, video, or like on Zoom. But activated is in person, under direction, under guidance of the sadhus. So yes, we are getting sadhu sangha from Srila Sridhar Maharaj in this beautiful book. All my previous tendencies have shaped my fate, and now they have appeared. So if we feel like these previous tendencies, kam, krodh, lobha, moha, lust, anger, greed, madness, envy, the enemies within, if we feel we're being attacked, maya from outside coming to us, call the names of the sadhus and pray that they will protect us. And that's their duty. Krishna sends his agents to come rescue the fallen souls like us. So we're so fortunate if we can come across these sadhus on this earth. And if, like we were talking about, going deeper, we can also see within the environment the Lord coming to bless us and teach us and enlighten us. We can see that everything's friendly and the environment's friendly and coming to rescue us and uplift us. That's really keeping it fresh. If you can like see that everywhere Krishna is moving and controlling the environment, not a blade of grass moves without his sanction. He's in every heart. Even strangers can give us instruction. Seeing that Krishna's in their heart also. We don't want to imitate that, but we just want to go a little deeper to try to see that wave of the Lord in the environment. Always.
I have one question.
Yes?
So we say that we have to surrender. So as I understand, so we have to give our will to the Guru, no? So surrender our will to what the Guru wants from us. No?
Mm-hmm.
And so what we do with the desires when some desire comes in the mind, and what we do.
Mm-hmm. Well, Srila Sridhar Maharaj said how to control our desires and how to achieve sense control. He said a virtuous attitude. So that means like a positive attitude towards everything in the environment, like these desires. Maybe we see something beautiful, someone beautiful. We want to acquire, control, consume this beauty we're seeing. But a virtuous attitude would say, like, that beautiful thing I'm seeing and I want, but that is not for me. That is not for my own sense gratification. That is, a spark of splendor of the Lord. Everything and everyone is part and parcel of the Lord. And anything beautiful that we see in the environment that we're attracted to, that's a spark of the beauty and splendor of Krishna. So if our thinking, our angle of vision can be adjusted, that this is not meant for my sense gratification. I am meant for Krishna, everyone else is meant for Krishna, then check our desire. We can check our mundane desire through attitude, through the right attitude and the right vision, proper adjusting our vision and our attitude. So seeing some beautiful person, beautiful thing, thinking, you're not meant for me, you're meant for Krishna, and such beautiful things are meant for Krishna. And that way you're correcting your thoughts and your desires. Your desire becomes checked. So that's what Srila Sridhar Maharaj had to say about sense control, achieved through a virtuous attitude. Also, our desires become purified through surrender and service, and we make progress, and what seems so overwhelming becomes less and less and less. The heart becomes purified. The mind, which is the seat of karma and the king of the senses, becomes our friend through proper adjustment, through well adjusting ourselves and our mind and our intelligence and service. The mind becomes no longer an enemy but a friend through Krishna consciousness. So your mind will become strong and peaceful and will help you in service. And you don't have to make a separate endeavor, like a painstaking separate endeavor for that. It will just happen through sadhu sangha, through chanting Maha Mantra without offense. The Gayatri Mantra takes us out of this material stratosphere. It can take us out, and then it stops its function. It liberates one from the material world, and then it's done its function. But Maha Mantra will continue. Maha Mantra is chanted in Goloka, Vrindavan, in the spiritual world. That continues. I hope that answered your question. How are we on time? Is it? Wrap it up.
That's good.
Okay.
Now, off
Yeah. So we can wrap it up, and I say my ashjis. We like that Bengali word. In Bengal, they don't say, I'm going now. They say, I'm coming now. It's the opposite. Ami ashji. I am coming. Just now coming. When they're leaving, they're saying, I'm coming. Yeah. All Bengalis say that. That's how they say goodbye. So we can say, I'm coming. Just going back to home base and at your service. And we hope you all visit us one day. Everybody's very welcome. Jai Om Vishnupad Śrīla Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev-Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Om Vishnupad Śrīla Bhakti Raksak Sridhar Dev-Goswami Maharaj ki Jai. Shri Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giridhari Ju ki Jai. Dasi Maharani ki Jai. Ganga Jamuna ji ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat ki jai, Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudan Maharaj ki jai, Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Acharya Vrinda ki jai, Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai, Jai Srila A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Kol Kartal ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Santosh Krishna Prabhu ki jai, Jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai, Harinam Sankirtan ki jai, Gaur Premanandi.